Is it possible for foreigners to have a business here in Bali, to have a PMA, the limited liabilities for foreign investment here in Bali, without must have investor kitas? Is it possible? Yo, welcome to What's Up Bali channel, the #1 channel for you to know how to travel to Bali, how to stay in Bali, and condition in Bali now. If you're interested on those, consider to subscribe. So, how you can have a company in Bali, can have a PMA in Bali without must have an investor kitas, without have to apply a kitas in Bali. So your cost is gonna be cheaper. Let's say you actually don't need to stay in Bali. How are you gonna do that? So let's say you only need to be here in Bali for a month or two just to see your business, and then you go back to your country, or maybe you go to other country to see other businesses of yours. So it is possible, but you need to have a local partner who is the director of your PMA, the director of your company in Bali, your limited liability foreign investment in Bali. It doesn't have to have a big share. It can be like, I don't know, maybe you got 90% and he only have 10% if he wants. What I'm trying to say is shares doesn't matter. As long as he is the director, so only he, the one, need to be here to manage the company, to manage your PMA. The rest of the shareholders, I don't know how many you have, maybe only you, or maybe you have several shareholders. The rest of the shareholders doesn't have to have investor kitas if the rest of the shareholders no need or don't want to stay in Bali. Only directors must. Okay, but I don't have a local partner. That is okay. But only he, the director, who need to have investor kitas, who need to be more often be here in Bali to run your company, obvious. And also he has the investor kitas because, and then for the tax of the PMA, the tax of your company here, running here in Indonesia. The director name that will register for the tax of the PMA. But for the rest of the shareholders, let's say in your PMA you have 4 shareholders, 1 director, and the 3 is the commissioner. These 3 don't need to have investor kitas if they want, what I'm trying to say, if they don't want to stay here in Bali. Let's say they just want to come here to Bali for a month or 2 max, you know, just see the company, how it goes, while also holiday in Bali, then it's okay. Fees on arrival is enough. So the cost of the PMA, the cost to set up your company will be cheaper compared to 1 PMA plus 4 investor kitas. Well, actually, the rest of you guys doesn't need to be here, that want to be here. Why don't you just have 1 PMA and 1 kitas? The rest is just come, well, you won't come with the fees on arrival or any other visa which is cheaper. So, great, right? So, now it's getting cheaper and cheaper, easier and easier to have a business here in Bali. What happened to my waterfalls? Look, can you see it there? It used to be bigger. Remember my previous video during the pandemic? It's bigger, much bigger than the what you call that? The water fell down. It's much bigger. Well, maybe just because of the season. I hope it's gonna be bigger again. So it's 2 o'clock now. I'm picking up Marfan from school. I don't know if he's still fasting because he's still underage. So actually for him, he can just do it half day. Doesn't have to fasting until 6:30 in the afternoon. But he did woke up this morning at 4 o'clock to have an early breakfast with us together, and then we stop eating, start from 5 o'clock in the morning. It'll be all the way until 6:30 p.m. in the afternoon, late afternoon or evening. But I already told Marfal that because he's still underage, he doesn't have to do full day like he did a week ago, because last week he's still on a holiday, but now he's already in school. So I told him this morning that he doesn't have to go full day, half day is enough. But we'll see. We'll see. Here he is.
Hello guys.
So, still fasting?
Of course.
Okay, let's go home. Let's sleep.